Chicago. Only way to keep calm and trouble is have a serene mind. They had the marathon race today. And I know my God is no. He's not. He don't care how fast you run 100 miles, 9 point on the racetrack. So the peace that comes from God. It ain't gonna come from. You used to ask me a question about January the 1st. Peace that comes from God. It ain't gonna come from Disneyland, the news. It's gonna come from God. And prayers, meditation. He that cannot do the bad, not live to see the good. So I'm sitting out here in the sun, enjoying life today. If you're depressed, you live in the past. I don't live in the past. You know, happiness is right this moment. It's not what you possess. It ain't about how much money in your pocket. Happiness comes from within. It's the inner journey. The inner self is true self. Your thinking has to change, and then your life's gonna change. A Paul for the penitentiary. You know, I must control my emotions, and my emotions will control me. 99 things outside me I can't control. So if I can't control it, I'm put it in my mind. You know, I used to walk around talking about the cream always rise to the top. Me trying to be slick made me sick. So it's cool to be a square. Slow lane's the best lane. I know they had a track race today, but God is real old. Sometimes it works real slow. So I got to be still. We talked about the river walk, get that emotional balance, good and bad, wherever you go. It's good and bad. This one got Halloween coming up, it's good and bad wherever you at. You can be Beverly Hills, I can be the River Walk, I can be on the CTA train, and you're going to have some energy, negative, because Dow was talking about negative and positive, some negative and positive wherever you go. So I got to be into the meditations and be on the good, good people walks on whatever happens to them. I want good people yearn for pleasure, the wise not so change, the highs and lows, whether touched by happiness. I'll tell this young man right here, whoever desires little is easily satisfied. I'm easily satisfied. Bad breath, bad no breath. Health is your wealth. Whoever desires little, easily satisfied. Whoever desires much suffers frustrations. I used to like to jump on jets, just jump on jets. Because I was like, I used to call up in a lifestyle. This is Halloween, Houdini died at the end because he got trapped in his own illusion. Some mask I put on I couldn't take off, I remember talking about, I had the 2 car, 3 girlfriends. I got 2 haircuts in one day. I went to bed and dreamed about me. So today it's about God. God commands his son, whether you like it or not. Every time the sun rises, I think the light's just beginning. When I go to bed, I put these shoes to my bed. I tell myself, this might be my last day. So I live the here and now. I enjoy life. I can be happy every day. And I don't care what's going on in the world, And I can't control what's going on in the world. Fear is evil. I pray to have no fear. Fear is a dark movie without negative. That's why I used to go home and watch. Dark Shadows. I like watch Barnabas, But today, I don't, I'm not into dark because I'm in the light, So I keep my mind on meditations. It's not what you possess, who you are, the position you hold, where you're located. It makes you happy. You're happy is what you think about. You always think about all the low. As a man thinketh, so is he. Our best friends now, our worst enemies are our thoughts. A thought can do you more good than a banker, a faithful friend, or a cheerful companion. A thought can also do you more harm than a brick. Happiness does not depend on a full pocketbook, but a mind full of rich thoughts and heart for rich emotions. See, money becomes my servant, not my master. I used to dream about money, wake up broke. If your happiness depends on money, you talk about money, you will never be happy with yourself. Happiness comes from within. The inner self is a true self. Not only all the world for enjoy the pain, enjoy the luxury of thoughts. Sir Tinsdale said, I have no riches but my thoughts, yet these wealth are enough for me. The wise man is content because he's rich in mind and spirit, even though poor in worldly goods. Wealth consists of not having great possessions, but in having few wants. So a man is rich in proportion of things he can afford to leave alone. The freer I am, the more things I leave on, the freer I am. So my Scott, Chicago, cool to be a square. The slow lane is the best lane, Paul for the penitentiary, I pray to be calm and let nothing upset me. I ain't got to let nothing upset me. The news upset me, the dogs barking, traffic. I pray to not allow those about me spoil my peace of mind. I pray to be calm in the midst of the storm. The spiritual person can endure, and the educated man is a man with certain spiritual qualities, which makes him calm in adversity, happy when alone. His own best friend takes life and privacy, where the man alone virtue, ability to own worst enemy. So I'm my own best friend. When I'm by myself, I'm okay. I don't need a crowd, See, the company you keep will determine the trouble you meet. I hung out with guys, pimps and players, said, Michael, keep you too late like he's spare time in case one go bad. So I had to change. Confucius said one must change because of happiness or wisdom. I had to change. My life has changed. I'm a square today. I go to bed at a certain time. Alcohol killed 3.2 million worldwide. I've been drinking 33 years. Cigarettes kills 8 million people. Compulsion means you're doing something against your will, right? A spree is a spell. Shopping spree, gambling spree, these are curses. So yeah, Mike Scott, Chicago, take the mask off, breathe, bad breath, bad no breath. Keep breathing. That's what the martial arts teaches you about breathing. Let your mind flow. Zen in the martial arts, let your mind flow. The mind must always be in a state of flowing, for when it stops anywhere, the flow is interrupted. And this interruptionness injures the well-being of the mind. Sorrow looks back, worry looks around, faith looks up. He that cannot do the bad, but not live to see the good. He is wise in doing all the pains of life, and still smiles and serenity. So I had to go through some adversity. King Solomon Proverbs said, "You're a poor specimen if you can't stand the pressure of adversity." So I thank God for adversity. That's my great teachers, adversity, trial and tribulation. So Mike Scott, Chicago, cool to be a square. Paul from the penitentiary.